downed a whole bottle, then we took a few tabs, or something like that. And then we went out into your hallway, snatched that shit up, fucked that shit up.
I don't even know how to describe him, but Andrew Roberts is here, and this is post-show. Andrew Roberts has come all the way up to Sydney to do his first stand-up comedy gig in 5 years. And how would you describe it went?
It was fucking tits. It was the best fucking show I've ever fucking done. Melbourne came, we saw, we conquered, we sucked some dicks, we kicked some ass. Fucking they'll never be forgetting who we are and where we come from. We're the mighty Melbourne. The mighty, mighty Melbourne.
Jesus Christ. So, where do we even begin? First of all, anything that happened tonight is just my fault. It is. I'm the one to blame. I had an idea that I would get 3 of the biggest degenerate comedians I've ever met in my entire life all on the same bill at the same time, and not so much give them an opportunity, but like let them fucking perform in front of a crowd. Just get out there, because these drop kicks are usually in front of like 2 to 3 people maximum. Like, get them.
Yeah, that's true.
But the problem... the problem is, like, when you put one of them on a show by themselves, the potential for chaos grows exponentially. When you put 2, it's even more. But when you have 3, it's unavoidable.
It's a perfect storm. It is a perfect Melbourne storm.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. So, what happened?
Fucking,
I wasn't even there.
Fucking people fucked with this, and they fucking learnt that whatever we say goes.
This is what happened. I was outside. I come back in. Tom Orr, who was the host, goes, "We've lost 2 comedians. 2 of your mates are out." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Miles got kicked out by the bar and the other one stormed out." I'm like, "Who's the other one? Nenki?" He's like, no, the other one." I'm like, "Roberts?" He's like, yeah. And I walk over to the other end of the bar, and the manager of the bar, the lead bartender, was like, "Your mate, the comedian, he called me a cunt." He called me a cunt, said I hope the venue burns down, and then started yelling some stuff about corporations.
It's the corporations part that I really like, because it was true. She goes, I go, "You're a cunt. I hope this place burns down and fuck your corporate shit." And she's like, "We're not corporate."
It's like the most independent jazz bar there is. You couldn't get less corporate.
It was whatever. It was the best show that we've ever done, and it really was just pure magic, and there was so much love in that room. I was worried.
So that's a little sneak peek of this week's Degenny Diaries. If you would like to hear the rest of the episode, you can subscribe to my Patreon. All the episodes of the Degenny Diaries and any bonus content will be found on the Patreon. You can find the link to the Patreon in the description of this podcast, or just head to boylecomedy.com and the link is on my website. It's extremely important to me that I never have to advertise on this podcast. I don't want to have to shill a fucking product to earn a living. So the subscribers of the Patreon are the lifeblood of the podcast. You make it all worthwhile. So if you enjoy the podcast, if you get anything out of it, then subscribe to the podcast. It's a pint a month. Become a true Degenny. Support Le Boyal. Your support is unbelievably meaningful to me. So I'll see you over there, and I'll see you the fuck later.